Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nikhilananda Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasyatyade Shatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasudeva Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Raghupati Raghava Rajaram Patita Pavana Sitaram Ki Vancha kalpatarupyasya kripasandabhya vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha mokham karoti vachalam vangam langhayate girim yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Vinataranam Madhavashraya Vigraham. Reading from the Holy Bhagavad Gita. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from the third chapter. chapter, verse number 4. Na karmanam anarambam naishkamyam purusho shnute nasha sanyasanadeva siddhim samadhigacchati. Translation: not by merely abstaining from work can one achieve freedom from reaction. Not by renunciation alone can one attain perfection. A very tricky verse. I repeat it once again. Maybe you'd like to repeat. But please loud, because sometimes I just had a shower and sometimes water is in my ears, so sometimes I don't hear so good. So if you kindly chant loud, then I will feel very purified by your mercy. So I just chanted, you can repeat. Neither by merely abstaining.
Neither by merely abstaining.
There's so much water on me. Can you try again once? Everyone, a little louder, please.
Not by merely abstaining.
Alright. Neither by merely abstaining.
Neither by merely abstaining.
Very good. Now I can hear something. From work.
From work.
Okay, the Germans would say this with a lot of enthusiasm. Work is the most important thing for them. So everyone, please, what was it? From
work.
Very good, okay. Can one achieve?
Can one achieve
Freedom.
freedom
That's what we all want. From reaction.
from reaction,
Not by renunciation.
nor by renunciation.
Alone.
Alone
Can one
can one
attain
attain
perfection.
perfection.
Very good. Now it's a little better. So, purport. The renounced order of life can be accepted when one has been purified by the discharge of the prescribed form of duties, which are laid down just to purify the hearts of materialistic men. Without purification, one cannot attain success by abruptly adopting the fourth order of life, sannyas. According to the empirical philosophers, simply by adopting sannyas, or retiring from fruitive activities, one at once becomes as good as Narayana. But Lord Krishna does not approve this principle. So can we all become Narayan? No? Okay, good. You understood. So, but Lord Krishna does not approve this principle. Without purification of the heart, sanya is simply a disturbance to the social order. So Srila Prabhupada once said that better to be honest householder than to be pretending to be so renounced and just giving up everything. The real thing, the real sannyas, the real detachment from this world takes place when we do our duties for the pleasure of Krishna by spreading His glories all over the world. That will be the highest and best way of actually pleasing the Lord and sacrificing everything for His service. So even those, and that is most of us who are married in household life, they also have a chance to do seva or service for the pleasure of Krishna. So that's very nice. There's a hope for us. So here, on the other hand, if someone takes to the transcendental service of the Lord, even without discharging his prescribed duties, whatever he may be able to advance in the cause is accepted by the Lord. Buddha Yoga. Svapam apya dharma asya dharmasya trayate mahatopayat. Even a slight performance of such a principle enables one to overcome great difficulties. So usually we think that Bhagavad Gita means everyone's just doing his duty, whatever the duty is. I'm a taxi driver, do my duty, and this is pleasing Bhagavan. But actually this is not a fact. That alone is not sufficient. But we have to ask also how we can please Krishna from the core of our heart in such a way that we become attached from trying to satisfy this material body and thinking we are this body, how we can obtain liberation from this great illusion. Because everyone now today is the holy day of Diwali, which is a festival of lights. And on this day many people who usually sometimes they don't come to the temple, they come in the evening to the temple. Usually it should be in the evening time, this festival. And that's very nice. But actually it's better if you come also at other times to the temple, not just to Diwali. But when you come to Diwali, it's very nice also. But usually they pray to the goddess of fortune, Lakshmi Devi, because everyone wants Lakshmi. Without Lakshmi, how you can do anything in this world? Everyone wants to enjoy and live a nice life, and for this we need Lakshmi. So at least on this day, we go sometimes to the temple and pray for the mercy of Mother Lakshmi Devi. But sometimes they forget that actually Lakshmi Devi, she is the wife of Narayan, of Vishnu. And she's a very chaste woman also. She's never away from Narayan. In fact, Narayan has a mark on his breast, which is called Shrivasa. Shri means Mother Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of fortune. And she's always resting on the breast of her husband. So if you simply ask for some benefit from Lakshmi Devi, and then she will manifest not as actually the real Lakshmi Devi. That is surprising to us, but that we learn from Shastra, from Vishnu, and from Lakshmi herself, as saying, therefore we should understand. So they are saying that if you simply worship Lakshmi Devi to get some material benefit for yourself, then you will not get any lasting blessing. You pray for your family, that's very nice. You can pray also today for your family, for your own advancement, it's very nice. But you should know what is the advancement also. That is the whole point. Because if you forget about Narayan and you worship Lakshmi, then she turns into Chanchala. That means she is restless. She will not stay. Because she is always with her husband. And then the expansion of Lakshmi Devi, who is that? Who is the expansion in this material world of Lakshmi Devi? The partial expansion.
Durga.
That is Durga Devi. Now, Durga means Kali, and she is the, Durga also means prison house. She is the controller of the prison house of this material world, where everyone is trying to forget about God. So if you try to enjoy Mother Lakshmi Devi, separate from God, from her husband Narayan, then she will not manifest in her loving aspect as Lakshmi Devi, Narayani, but she will manifest in her aspect as Durga Devi, as a punishing aspect, as a very cruel aspect of this material world. Even you get some temporary benefit, it will not really benefit you in long term. Just like, and the example is given Ravana, he was great Asura, he wanted Lakshmi for himself, because Sita Devi, the wife of Ramachandra, she was actually incarnation of Lakshmi Devi. And Ravana, he wanted to enjoy her without Ram. So and at the end he was totally ruined, and all his 10 heads, his name was Dashagriva, he had 10 heads. He was very proud of his heads. In the end they were all chopped off, and then he was pierced by the arrow of Lord Ramachandra. And in this way, also all his kingdom was lost and ruined. Because Lakshmi Devi will not stay. Actually, he did not even kidnap the real Lakshmi Devi, because he cannot take her from Narayan. But there was an illusory form of Lakshmi Devi, of Sita Devi. There's a Maya form of Sita Devi. And then again, at the end, when Rama came and rescued Sita Devi, then again she took her original form. The materialistic person cannot even touch Lakshmi Devi. You cannot even touch. So if you pray for some material benefit, like Ravana did, he took a lot of tapas and austerity to please the devas. But why he wanted all this? Simply for his own material sense gratification. Because he didn't have any spiritual knowledge. Actually, his understanding of the world was, I'm the center, I want to control everything, and I'm this material body. And whatever is good for my body, that is good for me. And if anyone obstructs me in this, I will kill him. I will terrorize him. That is the Asura thinking. So as long as we don't understand we are eternal spirit soul, we are eternal living being, we are not this material body. We are not like animals, just eating, sleeping, mating, defending. As long as we don't understand that, then we are in darkest ignorance. Then we are on the Asura level. Because human life, what it is meant for, atato brahma jigyasa. That we try to understand what is the truth about our soul, our Atma. That we are only here, sometimes we have the body of Danish person, very good karma, very healthy, well nourished. Sometimes we have German body, sometimes American body, sometimes Asura body, sometimes Deva body. That is also possible. Sometimes Russian body, sometimes dog's body, sometimes anybody. So many nationalities. But this is all names pertaining to this illusion that I'm this body. By the whole teaching of Krishna, the whole teaching of the Vedas, the whole teaching of Bhagavad Gita is, you're not this body. This body will grow old. This body will die. This body will die. You don't know if you die tomorrow or you die in 50 years, but you will die. Then what is this use of all your plant making? Of getting so much material benefits? You will lose it anyway at the end. Everyone needs some food, but you think Bhagavan will not supply food for you? He's supplying food for all the elephants in the jungle, 50 kilos a day. And they get enough food, they are not starving. So we as human beings, this problem of food, that is already solved. There's enough food for everyone by the grace of Bhagavan. But because people are greedy, therefore some people starving and some people have more. That is the whole problem. So when Ramachandra, he killed Ravana, he tried to kill him. Of course he was God, he was playing a little, making it more dramatic, more interesting. The Ram Leela. So he was fighting against Ravana. Ravana thought he was so proud. I conquered everyone. And everyone is afraid of me. Who is this Ram? Who is this Bhagavan? Who is this God? I'm God. I control everything. And I've been given so many benedictions. Of course, Brahma told me when I worship Brahma that I cannot become immortal. Okay, but I tricked him. I asked him, you give me so many blessings and nobody can kill me. Human being, I don't care, but the Devas cannot kill me, the Rakshas cannot kill me, and so many others cannot kill me. So what about human being? He thought they are insignificant. So then Krishna appeared in the form of human being. But that doesn't mean he's human being like we are. He's still God. So he appeared as Ram. And then he fought him and he was shooting his arrows at Ravana to punish him. And his heads were chopped off. But whenever one head fell down, another head was growing from the body of Ravana. And Ravana was laughing loudly. See? I can do whatever I want. I'm the real God, he thought. Such a fool. That's a risk. I have the goddess of fortune in my garden, I kidnapped her. Who can define me? And then again another head chopped and fell down. Another head chopped. All the 10 heads chopped down. And there was a big pile of heads, in the end, hundreds of heads. And still he had 10 heads. And he was laughing even more. But then it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam Purana, which is the holiest of all books. The Leelas of Krishna and Rama are described there. We read every morning. So then it is described that at that point, when there was such a big pile of heads and Ravana was laughing loudly, all of a sudden his laughing was choked by the arrow of Rama that pierced his heart. Of course, in some movie they show he was pierced in the belly. We don't argue about it. But the Vedas say he was pierced in the heart because that is the seat of the soul. And the soul, the life force, was taken out by the heart, by the arrow of Rama, and it vanished into the earth. So then Ravana died, and all his laughing was for nothing. So who will laugh at the time of his death? He who laughs last, he has the best laugh, we say. So we should all remember that today Diwali, the meaning, of course, most of us know, that it's not simply to gain a little money and this and that. For that reason we don't need to go to the temple. We can pray for that any day. But the real happiness that we get is when you realize we are spirit soul and we're eternal servants, the spirit soul, Mamaya Vangsho, Jiva Loke, Jiva Buddha Sanatana. We are all eternally servants of Bhagavan. Everything belongs to Bhagavan, to Ishvara, not to me. Then Lakshmi Devi, she will become very attentive. She will not manifest that cruel form, of punishing form of Durga Devi with a trident riding on a lion. This trident represents the threefold miseries of material world, which are connected to this material body. But we are not this material body. We are eternal spirit soul, full of Ananda. Ananda Mayopyasa. So this Hare Krishna movement is to remind us of that the happiness is already there. You cannot buy it in the 7-Eleven supermarket or whatever. The happiness that comes only from inside. Otherwise, where it comes from, the happiness. It is something that you feel inside. And that is already there. You just have to discover it by finding Shanti, finding peace. And that peace is only possible if you recognize Bhaktaram Yagyatapasam, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, Suridam Sarvabhutana, Gyatva Mam Shanti Mritsati. The only way to obtain peace is if you recognize I'm not the controller, Ishvara is the controller. Sarvaloka Maheshwaram, that is Krishna or Rama, same personality, same Bhagavan. And he's Suridam Sarvabhutanam. He's the friend of all living beings. So the real meaning of Diwali is, and that is a wonderful thing, that is the return of Mother Sita Devi, who is Lakshmi Devi, together with her beautiful husband and the possessor of everything, Sri Ram, coming back after killing Ravana and punishing the miscreants. Paritranaya sadhunam Vinashaya chaduskritam Dhamma samstapanataya sambhavami yuge yuge. After punishing the miscreants, protecting the devotees, the bhaktas, then Rama, together with Sita, on a very nice airship, together with Hanuman, together with Lakshman, Bharata, Shatrugna, Angada, and the other Sugriva, all these great devotees, Ram Bhaktas, they come back to Ayodhya. At that time, Ayodhya was a very sad state because of the absence of Sita Devi, of Mother Lakshmi, the absence of Ramachandra. So at night they came in the airplane, and the whole city, they were turning on lights, all in the windows, on the roofs, everywhere, so many lights, ghee lamps, all over the city. So when Ramachandra came and Sita Devi came, they saw an ocean of lights, of lamps, of beautiful lamps. That means Deepavali. Diwali means Deepavali. The Deepa, the lamp, So on this day we should offer a lamp. I think this will happen, and this giant Prabhu will explain to you how to do that. We'll offer a lamp today to again ask the Lord to destroy this demon of Ravana which is sitting in our own heart. That is the real deeper meaning. And what is that demon? That is the greed for so many material things. I want to have more and more and more and more. And that is the root of anger and frustration, misunderstanding and envy on the other people. He has more than me, all this. This is all nonsense. But we should realize that every living being is my brother and sister because they are all spiritual parts and parcels of Bhagavan. And so on that day, this airplane was coming in the air, and they saw this ocean of light, and they are inviting Mother Lakshmi Devi to come back to the city. Because without her husband, she will never come. So since Rama is coming back, Lakshmi Devi will also come back. So therefore you should always remember, and I will also remember, that we should pray to remember that wherever Lakshmi Devi, we want to be, everyone wants the favor of Lakshmi. But when we want her to stay also, not that she is chanchala, flickering, coming and going, then it's exciting. If we want to be really happy, Lakshmi Devi should stay with us. Then we have to worship her husband. That is Rama. So you're all invited, not just on this day, but as often as you can. Also, we have the whole week, every day we have in this beautiful temple here. We have every day, morning, evening program. So you can come here and do a little seva. Whatever little seva you do, Krishna will be very happy about it. And then even if you're grihasta, you're married, in one sense you're better than any sannyasi, because you're giving the fruit of your action, you're giving that to Bhagavan. And you have to understand, you're not actually giving because everything already belongs to Bhagavan. But you recognize that Bhagavan wants you to be happy, so before you eat, you offer something to Bhagavan, then it becomes prasadam. If you don't offer to Bhagavan, you eat, then you become a thief. Then you become a thief, because it all belongs to Bhagavan. So I wish you a very happy Diwali, and we will here worship Lakshmi Narayan together, and we are worshipping Gauranitai, the golden form of Krishna and his brother Balaram. That is the golden form of Chaitanya Nikhilananda, which is the most merciful form of Bhagavan, of Krishna. And I hope you'll have a very nice time singing kirtan also for Krishna. Even if you don't have much to give or to offer, you can always sing the names of God also. God will be very pleased. But if you give something on this holy day of Diwali, you will get unlimited blessings from Lakshmi Narayan, from Sitaram, and from Sri Radha and Krishna also. But it should be done with love and devotion. Not out of greed, not out of this, not that you make business with Bhagavan. A very nice business, I give him one banana and he gives me 1 million rupees or whatever, 1 million Danish crowns. Nice business. But Krishna doesn't need to make business with you. He's smarter than you. He can outdo anyone. But we should do it with love and devotion. The bhakti, that is the most important thing. So that is all I humbly remind you. We are all working on that. And rest assured, whoever you are, even if otherwise you are entangled in so many materialistic duties, whatever, doesn't matter. Krishna will accept you if you come with sincerity. And so I hope you have a very good time and you'll be very happy today and also for the rest of your life. And by developing this Krishna consciousness. Thank you very much. Now you're taking over?
No, actually, we skip something with Lord Damodar. We will be doing Damodar Arati after this.
Alright, okay. So,
2 minutes.
yes. So I was in India traveling some time ago, and we had this. Sorry, you want to explain something?
No, I just want to tell the procedure when they.
Oh, very good. Shri Gauranitai ki jai. So please you come and the procedure is important. But I should say a few words, okay, what we're doing here. So in India when I was traveling, I knew only one sentence in Hindi. Many people speak Hindi. Anyone here speaks Hindi also? Some of you, yes, very good. So very good. I see you're having a good time today. So this one sentence, whenever I said it, everyone was very happy. The Sikhs, the Muslim, the Hindu, everyone, because everyone understands it's true. Especially when you live in India, this is Punya Bhumi, a very nice religious country. They immediately understand.